he's kind enough to join us right now on the program. Hello, my friend. Thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. And obrigado and parabéns to you on the victory.
Obrigado. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you to invite me to your show, and I appreciate that. And I'm so happy, so excited. Yeah, I'm back to ATT right now. Go to the training, talk with the guys, and so special when you're back at the gym, and all your teammates respect you. You know, everybody take pictures with me, and I'm very happy for that because that's the place I work all day, and see all the guys I training, and these guys like give me all the respect. This this is everything for me, you know.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to Dan Lambert, who's obviously the owner of ATT, and he told me that you had a hero's welcome when you came back to the gym earlier today, and that you said, I think either to him or someone else, that felt better to you than even what happened on Saturday to get the love from your teammates. Is that true?
I'm feel so excited to when I drive to my car to go to the gym, like more when I go to the fight. You know, when I go to the fight, I'm feel like a relaxed and calm. But when I go to the gym right now, and to take all this love for my friends, you know, my teammates, that's so very special because in ATT, I arrived in the 5 years ago, and I'm fight for UFC, but everybody fight for big shows in ATT. You know, but after the years, I take my space and create my universe right there. And I appreciate everybody in the gym. You know, I see Amanda, I see Cigano, I see Dustin, Masvidal, and that's so good for me. That's a lot of inspiration in that gym. You know, a lot of hard work, and everybody's the same. You know, doesn't matter if you're champion or not, but I know I'm a good person because when I back to my gym and all the guys, heavyweights, lightweights, flyweights, everybody come to me and say congratulations, you know, and I can feel that's like the true love, you know. This is so like a sometimes it's more important what the belt, you know, the respect of the people you live all day, day by the day, you know, and that I feel amazing.
I'm wondering because the win was less than 48 hours ago. The belt is right by your side. Does it feel real, or do you still feel like you're dreaming?
I feel real, bro. I feel real. I've dreamed for a long time now. I wake up and then when the fight's coming, when the fight's round after round, and I look in Moreno in the eyes, and I can feel like this is like a movie, you know, because my history I was like a big history, and I say maybe sometimes you have people say you're never gonna get that, but in my life, I I have a lot of people say I gonna get the belt, you know, and when uh, when this make it true, and I say it's all like a God connections, you know. God me put for that moment for one reason, and all I have God to give me some peoples in my role to help me to get that belt, you know. When I feel sad, when I feel like I want to leave, I give up, and these people's like keeping me feel I can take the belt, you know. And when you, I know win alone that, you know, I take the belt, okay, I'm fight, but it's for a lot of people, you know, not just in Brazil, but here in US too. My teammates, this for a lot of people, you know.
Did you ever lose hope? Did you ever think that this moment would never come?
In the last years, when I come to ATT and I feel the difference, I'm a better athlete, and in my corner I have Pahumpa, and I feel so glad because I have Pahumpa. A lot of people from the fight from the UFC know about Pahumpa, coaches, fighters, and he's a so special guy, and he believed in me and trust me. And when the fight's coming, and like at the fourth round, the fifth round, the last round, I say no, this is not gonna. I'm not gonna lose. I wanna keep going. I'm not gonna like lose this moment. This coming right now for me. In that moment, I think I won the first, the third, and the fourth round, and I think I won for 3-1. And the last round, maybe just like at the move. This is my I think, and my coach maybe think about the same. And in the last round, when I see the Moreno punch me in all the arenas, like a scream with together with Moreno, I thinking about no, I need to prove more. And that when I come like make the takedown and try to finish the fight with so all my power. But Moreno is incredible that night. Like, this is the prime Moreno. I feel him. I give my best for this fight. I know I can do best, much better, but I give my best for Moreno. I don't get like put all my game in this fight, but I put all my heart. You know,
What did you think when you heard that one judge had it 49-46 for him in that moment? What were you thinking?
in that moment, I think somebody gonna take that belt off me. Because in my mind, I'm fight for a long time, Ariel. I know how the judges score the fight. I know how the fight's coming. And I'm so true. I won the fight. Uh, I'm one of the guy. I'm have like, my feet in the ground. I'm not somebody like I want to take something which I don't deserve. But in that moment, I know I won the fight. But when the judges say score for Moreno, and I think that's a unanimous decision. I think everybody can see I won the fight. But when the judges give it for Moreno, I feel like I don't know. But when the last two judges give to me, I don't have more power to keep it stand up. I just
Yeah.
found the group, the cage. And like the prophecy is that the true. Everything I pass in my life, all the choices I choose, it make me make me to win the belt. And I'm so happy for that. And like I say, I give my best of the night, but I know I can do it much better.
Your performance was incredible, and the fight was incredible, and I thought you won the fight. Your post-fight interview
Thank
has
you.
been talked about a lot as well. Initially, you said, if people just know my story and what I've had to overcome to get here, they would fall in love with me. They would root for me even more. Could I ask what you mean by that? Obviously, your story is a long one, and I'm not going to ask you to tell me everything. But
No,
what are you
I
referring
to
to?
try to make it like a short history. Like my mom is adopted, and it's like a one of my hero. And my dad have two kids. My old brother, my sister, and I. And my dad drink a lot, and I see a lot of fights with he and my mom. But now I'm a daddy too. I have two kids, and I have the best life with my wife. I think this is the perfect life. Maybe people don't realize that, but for me, my wife, my kids, that's the real family. That's like that's the best thing happened in my life. And when I look to the past, my dad had that before. Have three kids, his wife. This is a beautiful history. But he's drink too much. Maybe he's like a selfish. And sometimes I remember he to say like for my mom, hey, thinking I'm not in home. He's in home, but he said for my mom, hey, imagine I'm not here. Take care of the kids. I'm not here. And my mom passed a lot of. My mom had a lot of scares in his heart. Because he's adopting, and she mom allowed say a lot of bad things for her, and she told me that. And when my dad leave of the house because he drink too much, he's like always aggressive. I don't remember when I have good times with my dad. But I don't want to crucify my daddy. I love my daddy, and I know he loves me and my brothers. And now I'm old now, and I can see he gives the best we can do. He can do it, that's not close of the I do for my kids. That's not close like but he do the best he can. I not can judge him. And he leave of the house. He never help my mom with me and my brothers. He never give money for my mom. He never help her for with us. And she lived to North Brazil in Salvador, Bahia. She married with another woman. And in this moment, this woman is have much money. Look, here, my family have, and he never helped me, my mom, and he maybe he don't care about us. And he tried to talk to us sometimes, but it's like so cold. And my mom getting another relationship, and I don't really like that guy. The guy drank too. My mom never have a look with the personals. And this guy drunk, use drugs, and I call to my daddy and say, hey, Dad, I can stay some time with you, and I go to Bahia, stay some time with my daddy, and like I say, he do the best he can. Not, that's not the best what I want, but he do the best he can do. But in that time, I see it's not good for me, and I back to my mom. I back to RL do Cabo. That's my hometown, and you know, just what I say in the cage is something like I just want the love of my dad. I just want like feel him. In the week of the fight, I thinking about to call to my dad and like try to cover all the scares. Because I want to when I go to the fight, I want to make like a beautiful moment. And I don't have more bad times. Like I try to, but I really don't can call to him. I really don't can like a feel peace to call him. I just and when the fight's over, I thinking about him. I thinking about all these moments he don't can like enjoy with me. He don't can enjoy with his like his grandma. He's like, como é que fala, amor? Filho, neto,
Grandchildren.
grandchildren. Thank you, Ariel. And he lose all the moments. And like I said, Ariel, I don't want to crucify my dad. But he's I'm daddy now, and I do everything for my kids. I do everything for my family, and I give my life for all my two kids. But and I want to. I think a lot of people can realize that. Realize like because because my daddy, I learned to never expect nothing about nobody. I I when I very young, I know I need to do everything to myself. That's the one that I learned. This is one thing I learned with my dad. I need to do everything to myself. I don't expect nobody help me. And but now I think what I want for all my life is the dad help us. But now I champion the world. I give this moment to my family, to my kids, and this is so special. I think see my kids in the cage. My cage see the daddy be a champion of the UFC. You're never gonna forget that moment.
Have you heard from your dad since you won on Saturday?
No, if I talk with my daddy,
Yeah.
no. 3 years ago, I sent some like a bad message. I think if I daddy, I never want to get that message of my son. I really mad with my daddy because it's not just about me. I take care about me. I take care about me. I have a old brother. My old brother is not taking like a life like I do. He makes some mistakes. He go to the another. He do another choices. It's not good choices. And when you have a daughter, you need to take care of your daughter, you know, my my sister. And I think my sister is like miss so much my dad, you know. The dad is represent everything for one daughter, you know. And my two brothers need the help of my dad, you know. Of course, every kid need the help of the dad, you know. And he never did, you know. He never did. And I sent that message for him, like, what are you doing, you know? Why do you don't call? Why do you like you give me send like cold messages, like some like what is that, you know? Why you don't come? Why you don't, why you don't feel you here, you know? You not die, you know? You here, you have like a just call, just come, you know? You have the choice, you have the like you can come, you know? You pass some time with us. And one of the time he go to Arraial do Cabo, and I really think he's back to my mom. And this is like 10 years ago, and I really think he's back to my mom. But you know, he say like, I don't like because you live like in poor house. You live in the poor place. What is that? Like, what did he say? You know, like he choose like the easy life. You know, with some woman have money, and I don't want to say a lot of that because I don't want to crucify my dad. You know,
Right.
he make his choice. You know, he make his choice. You know, and what I learned with him is like, I want to be the best daddy ever. You know, that's my point. You know, if you have a kid, if you have your family, keep your family. You know, take care of your kids. That's the more important for me. And I appreciate it because I learned that when I was very young.
Yeah, and it seems like you are Dan. Dan Lambert told me that he wishes that he can take you and put you in a bottle and give that to all the fighters, that they could all be like you. So it seems like you are exactly the type of person that you want to be. Could I ask, what was it like when your kids came into the cage and your wife came into the cage to see you like right after you won? What was that like for you?
I think like a Will Smith movie, the like a Follow the Happiness, like I don't know that
Pursuit
name,
of happiness.
but that's the point, you know. Like and this fight gave me that moment, you know. Maybe if I finished the fight in the first round, it's not good like that, you know. I not appreciate the moment like that. All my life I fight, you know. All my life I fight. It's never easy. It's never easy. It's like the fight for the belt, you know. It's not easy. Moreno giving me the best fight. I wish, you know. And my kids can enjoy all the fight week. I'm very friend of Durinho Gilbert, and I really appreciate his friendship. He take care about my family and the arena, because all the arena is together with the Brandon Moreno. And in that moment, my wife say, when I have Durinho off my side, I can like will give him some energy for you, because I feel like I'm scared, you know. And I know Durinho protect her and my kids. And when the kids go to the cage, people think the Durinho's kid is my kid, all my kids, you know.
Oh, that
But
was, I
no,
was
I just have
wondering. I was like, man, you have four
and
kids. Who are all these kids? Man, this guy.
I just have two, and another two is Josh and Pedro is Durinho's kids, and these special kids. I love these kids, and I will have good moments with Durinho, Bruno, his wife, and his two kids, Josh and Pedro. It's like a big family. It's like one of the best things happened me in Florida. I meet Durinho, and this very special moment, not just for me, not just for my kids, but all this family, you know, all these people watch me and support me all the time.
Are you planning?
And like I say, Ariel,
Yes.
it's like a Moreno gave me like the dream fight. You know, I will thank you for Moreno. This is a true warrior. I respect him a lot. I always respect Moreno, but I really think I can finish the fight of the first second the fight. I think I'm gonna finish that guy. I'm gonna finish that guy, and this make me like a I don't know, like a I don't like a como é que é cego, mo? Como é que é cego? É. like a blind, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm blind in the fight, like I wanna finish that guy, and I don't can like put my game. But this kid is very hustle. Moreno is, thanks so much. And I like a Rocky move, you know. I see when I go to hospital, Moreno is dead, like a
Wow.
Apollo and Rocky, you know. That's a very
You
special moment
spoke?
for me.
Did you speak to each other in the
Of
hospital?
course, of course, of course, of course. I say thank you for him. You know, he understand I won the fight, and this is my moment. You know, I respect him and I always happy for him. You know, because he got the belt, and after leave to UFC and he's back to the fight, and take it all. You know, he have beautiful family, and I respect that because he's like me. You know, he have three daughters, a beautiful family, and he's a big champion. Like the champion UFC love, you know, good guy, speak very well, and building Legos, you know,
Yeah.
that's very nice guy. And I say thank you for him, like for all, but I respect the moment because I know he's very sad, but of course that's very good for me, and I think I can say to his coaches, he say congratulations for me, and that's very special because he understand I won the fight, you know. This
If
is good for me, you know,
of course.
because I'm judging myself, you know,
Of course.
and I know I can do it better, but I do enough to win the fight.
If the UFC asks you, okay, what do you want to do next? What's the perfect scenario for your first title defense? Where and against who?
You know, Ariel, of course I want to fight Moreno again. This like I think everyone want to watch that fight again. Like I don't really watch the fight, but everybody talks to me say like this is one of the best flyweight fights. This is one of the best title fights. You know, but I think all all division need coming. You know, like he hold this fight for he and Davidson for like 2 3 years. You know, have another guys in the division. You know, I know everybody want I fight with Moreno again, but let's go give him some like a choice. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Some new choices.
of course, you know, and let's go see what Dana White have. You know, I think he maybe put some guys to fight, and then after that fight with me. I think that's the best decision for everybody.
Okay. And I know you have another interview coming up, so I don't want to hold you from that. But I do have to ask you about this because I said it at the beginning of the show and it's kind of exploding now. Dan, once again, told me 2 fights ago you were driving Uber Eats. Is that true? And
You know, yeah,
that was just two
uh,
years ago.
because after the pandemic, you know, and after my fight with Manel, I gave some money, and in the pandemic, my family back to Brazil because I don't can take care about more. He's in US, and I come back to US again alone. It's still like 8 months without my family, and that's very hard for me. You know, sometimes I talk with my wife. I don't know if I can know how be a daddy again. You know, because 8 months with alone to my kids, that's very hard to me. That's about sacrifice for me. You know, and that moment I won the fight of Manel, and I like put all the money in the down payment for that house, and bring my family back. This is the more important to myself. And but when my family back, the money short, you know, short money, and my wife start to clean houses, and I'm start to drive Uber. But this is like a I do this again if I need, you know, because it's not just about like myself. Just this is about my family, you know. This is about my kids, my two boys. Now both have the better English, much better what I have, what I never gonna have, and I give like like a support for my kids, you know. And I drive Uber. I make some jiu-jitsu tournaments to help. And after the fight with Royval, 1 week before that fight, I'm delivering Uber Eats, and that's running. And I'm sick, And when I go to the fight week, I'm very sick, and I'm very scared to take the COVID again, you know.
Oh,
And I just pray to it's not be a COVID, because I just have like a 1 month for my bills, you know. And when I make the weights and everything, it's okay. I just say thank you for God, because I have my injury in my knee. I have my ACL like a completely broken, you know, and I have sick. And but when I get the money of the fight, you know, I know okay, that's good. I have like a 6 month to leave, you know. But then God give me the fight. I win the fight and I win the bonus, and I can make my surgery. I can like relax for a couple months, you know, do my surgery and recover good. And I have like the best wife of my side, you know. She's a woman, give me all support I have, and give me all the power to keep going, you know. And if you have like a one good wife, you can do everything.
this
And
is
Ariel, I want to
yeah.
say something like I don't know if everybody know about this guy, but you know, I know, and a lot of guys from the fight know about Pahumpa, you know. This guy deserves be a coach of the year, you know. He just need the belt, and now he have the belt. He have the UFC belt, and this guy deserves that title, you know, the coach of the year.
What a story. I'm so I wish I could give you a hug right now. Thank you for telling us about this. And I honestly I almost want to apologize to you because I feel like I haven't talked about you enough. I haven't told your story. I feel like this shouldn't only happen when you become champion. You deserve that love and attention, and I'm very happy that people are learning about you and that you have now gotten this moment. And hopefully, you can get some security and stability in your life because you deserve that. Because that was an incredible performance, and you're
Ariel,
a great fighter.
I'm sorry to
No problem.
interrupt you, but I have, because I get the belt and now everybody know my history. You know, that's very important to me. You know, because a lot of guys like me, you know, and maybe think he never can come to the belt. He never come like a and before I fight for the belt, before in the fight week, I say I don't need the belt. You know, I have it all I need. I have my kids, my wife, what I love, and I have all the love I have, and I don't need the belt to say I'm a champion. You know, I'm constructing my life. This belt is for everybody helping me to this moment. Thank you so much, Ariel, to give me the chance to speak to everybody, speak to everybody.
Congratulations, my friend. Enjoy it. Enjoy everything that will come with it. I hope you get a hero's welcome when you go back home, and I hope that you are able to become a very, very, very rich man off of this. But it sounds like you are already a rich man in your
Oh yeah,
heart, my friend. So well done. Congratulations, and thank you for coming on. I really
thank you,
appreciate
Ariel.
it.
Thank you again. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. There he is, the brand new UFC flyweight champion, men's flyweight champion, Alexandre Pantoja. How could you not love that guy? Holy smokes. He is unbelievable. And this was the scene when he came to ATT earlier this morning, courtesy of American Top Team. We have a little bit of footage. Look at that. I mean, does that not give you chills? I see some people, my eyesight say, that's Kayla Harrison, right? That's Dan Lambert giving him a hug. There's the big man. I notice a lot of these guys. That's Johnny Eblin in the back. I mean, that's a who's who right there. There's Kayla. I mean, how good does that feel, right? King Mo in the house. Beautiful stuff. What a beautiful human being. Everyone taking pictures of him. I've often thought of this. Johnny with the selfie. Steve Mako there. Pahumpa, congratulations to him, one of the best coaches in the game. I've often thought of this, what that feeling must be like for a champion, especially maybe one of the like the up and comers, if you will. What that must feel like. Vegas is great. Saturday night must be incredible. I'm sure somewhat exhausting, probably impossible to go to bed. But what that feeling must be like when you go to the gym, what that drive must be like on Monday morning, showing up with the belt, turning up with the belt, and then what the feeling must be like to get this kind of love from your peers, from your teammates.